Hello, welcome to my channel, Save Infinity. In this video, I just wanted to briefly kind of talk about the idea of, when souls, consciousness, however you want to look at it, pass on, the sort of different pathways they can take. Obviously, there's a range, a multitude, but, just kind of talking about the basic ones. Obviously the most commonly, known and agreed or thought about, or however you want to describe it, is the idea of souls, passing on and going up to heaven and having that sort of, heaven type experience and experience on, in the spirit world or what have you. However, there's so many different journeys that in itself can take and how it can look. And then, the idea that from there, you plan a new life or a next life and then reincarnate into a whole nother lifetime. Or then, there's also the idea of, just pretty much automatically being reincarnated into a new life, a new life, new body, starting as a baby and not having so much as of a heaven journey, just kind of, doop doop. Obviously taking what resonates for you and your truth as well. But I feel like the main idea and difference between those two as well, a lot of the times, is the consciousness level at the time of passing as well, and what sort of experiences resonate most for you, and also that your consciousness itself can integrate into without being, like overwhelmed. And then there's also, the idea as well that you may not even notice passing on at all, or you do, but then you kind of are shifted into like a parallel body, if you will, on an alternate timeline, and then you kind of carry on with your life from that point. So, you're still the same human, but just from a slightly different vantage point, or maybe even, such a minuscule amount, it may not even hardly be noticeable. Kind of similar to the whole idea of like a walk-in soul, but like with your own same body still. Or then there's, also the alternative as well of going into a completely different body, but not from like birth, complete reincarnation, but a more like traditional walk-in style type aspect as well, where you kind of jump ships or jump lanes, not just jumping lane into a parallel body of the one you just passed on from, but, jumping ship as well into a completely different vessel that, provides lessons or pathways or what have you that are, a little journey that's resonant for your own soul growth and consciousness expansion at that point. And it's, as I was saying, so many rhyme and reasons and a multitude of factors that come into play for, kind of deciding what sort of experience people have and what sort of perspective they take through that journey. And a lot of it has to do, with the level of your consciousness and what it is, able to receive and integrate and process through. And then also, your own like soul growth and consciousness expansion sort of pathways of what will most, be suitable and beneficial in that regard. But it's not always just exactly the same sort of experience and exactly same sort of circumstances for every single soul and journey. All right, well, I might leave this one here for now. Sending you so much peace, love, light, and blessings as always.